Alright guys, welcome back. Video number 2 in geometry, area of triangles. Once again, we're just practicing using the formulas and the reference sheet, so you need to make sure you have the I-STEP reference sheet out and available to you. If you do not have the I-STEP reference sheet, you should get one from Mr. Williams. He does have more. You also need graphic organizer number 1, and you are using the back side. Remember that the other side had rectangles and squares. All right, your objective for this video is, as a student, you should be able to calculate the area of a triangle. And if you look, you will find on your reference sheet the area of a triangle is the second one on our list, area of a triangle. It says 1/2 BH, and I will explain those in just a second. All right, here we go. So the area of a triangle. The area is 1/2 the base times the height, okay? So the B stands for the base. Now, the base is the flat part that the triangle is sitting on. Okay, so that's really important. It's a flat part that the triangle is sitting on, or it's just the flat section that is going from left to right, generally. Generally, it goes from left to right. Meanwhile, the height is how tall it is going up and down. Okay, now, later on, you'll have to do two bases, so just letting you know that the base is either what it's sitting on or at the top of it, if there was something at the top. For example, if I have a rectangle, the bottom is a base, and so is the top. Both of those are bases, okay? So, that being said, we're going to move on. So, remember that it is 1/2 the base times the height. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started on this, and I'm going to show you how this works. Remember, you do get to use your calculator, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, once again, same with the last one. In order to get all your points, all 4 on each one, you need to make sure that you show your entire work. I-STEP's going to want it. You need to show it. This is how you get free points. All right. So the area of a triangle is area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. Okay. So 1/2 base times height. Same thing. You may also see it written 1/2 BH, but all those things, because they're right next to each other, mean that you're going to multiply. So I made it a little bit simpler on my example. All right, so area equals, we know the 1/2 sums straight down. We need to find what the base is. Well, the base is, remember, it's sitting in the bottom. So it's 5.3. And in this one, we're going to use the height. Now, you notice that over here they use this little line. That's because they wanted to show you what the height was from the very bottom to the top, and it has to be done using a straight line. Okay, so a lot of times you'll see that. All right, that's 4.2. All right, we need to use it there, so 4.2. You need to go ahead and multiply those together. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're using your calculator, it's a lot easier if you just say area equals 0.5 times 5.3 times 4.2. Okay? You can use 0.5 because your calculator in the I-STEP will not be able to do fractions. So I'm just going to go ahead and get used to saying 0.5 because remember, 1/2 is 0.5. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that into my calculator, and I'm going to get 11.13, but remember, this is area, so I need my label and I need my squared, so it's 11.3 feet squared. So area equals 11.13 feet squared. That's it. Those are your 4 points. Let's move on. All right, example number 2. Same thing, get your points. Area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it. I'm going to use 0.5 because it's just easier to put in to the calculator. You can use the fraction if you'd like. 0.5 times the base, which is 7.1, times, I try not to use these stars, but everything looks the same when you're writing it, 6.2. And there you go. You're going to go ahead and plug those in. So 0.5 times 7.1 times 6.2, and that's going to give you an answer of area is 22 1/100ths. We need our label, meters, and it's squared. All right, and there you go. That's what you're going to get. Example number 3. Okay, example number 3. We have area equals 1/2 the base times the height. I'm going to go ahead and replug it in. Remember, I like to use 0.5 times the base, which is 10.1. I know it's a little curled there, but it's the 10.1. All right, times 5.4. And we're going to go ahead and plug those in. So 0.5 times 10.1 times 5.4. And that's going to give you an answer of 27.27. And we need our label, which is inches squared. Really not that difficult. Remember, you get 4 points for all of these. we have one last one. Remember, area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. Write your formula so you get your point. Next one, area equals 0.5 times the base, which is 12.2, times 11.1, which is the height. Okay, go ahead and multiply those together. You get 0.5 times 12.2 times 11.1, and you should get an area of 67 71 hundredths, but you need your label, which is millimeters squared. All right, and that's your 4 points. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your 4 examples. They're really pretty easy. Remember that for triangles, you're using 1/2 the base times the height, and that it is on your reference sheet. You need to do these 3. Go ahead and pause the video, and we'll check and see if you get them correctly. Go ahead and pause now. All right, moving on. Hopefully you got them done. Here we go. Area equals, remember, you need to go ahead and, oops, got to write on it. Here we go. Area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. You should have had area equals, you could have said 1/2. I'm going to use 0.5 times 6.8 times 7.3. And you should have gotten an answer of, oops, sorry, this is the exit ticket. Wrong one. Got to go back. My bad. We want to be here. There we go. No wonder why I've got it. Anyway, all those things I just showed you, area equals, you should have 11.9 inches squared. So 11.9 inches squared. For the second one, I'll go ahead and show this one. Area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. Area equals 0.5 times 4.3 times 5.6. And you should have gotten an area of 12.04 millimeters squared. Make sure you have that. Area equals 12.04 millimeters squared. And finally, for the last one, I'm just going to go ahead and give you the answer. You should have gotten the answer of, oh man, that first one is totally wrong. Man, I just messed this up. This whole video. Whole video messed up just because of that. The first one, I'm sorry, was 13.6 inches squared. The last one, this one, is 11.9 centimeters squared. Those are your answers. Make sure you showed all your work on them. Make sure you showed to get your 4 points. That's what I'm going to be checking to give you your score on your graphic organizer. Sorry I screwed it up. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. I screwed this up. Here's your exit ticket. You have 3 to do. Good luck. Show them to Mr. Williams when you're done. Make sure you do all the steps to get all 4 points. Hey, then you have a worksheet. Quick and easy. Good to use your calculator. Bye.